Most people, when they start training, they do something like a full body split, an upper lower split, or maybe a bro split. But eventually, when they become intermediate, most people settle on doing the push-pull leg split 6 days a week. Now, that's because the push-pull leg split 6 days a week is a very good split because it allows you to hit each muscle group twice per week, and it also allows for good recovery because each session doesn't interfere with the other session. When you're doing your push workout, you're hitting your chest, shoulders, and triceps. And when you're doing your pull workout, you're hitting your back and your biceps, which are kind of the opposite muscles, so that's why they don't interfere with each other. Some people say that the push and the pull workouts aren't balanced because on push day, you're hitting your chest, your shoulders, and your triceps, which is 3 muscle groups. But on pull day, you're only hitting 2 muscle groups, your back and your biceps. I disagree with this because on push day, I don't like to hit every part of my shoulder. I only hit the front and side delts. But then rear delts I hit on pull day, so it's more balanced. And your rear delts are involved in a lot of pulling exercises as well, so it fits good into the pull day. This way I find that the push and pull workout take roughly the same amount of time, especially since you're doing a lot more for your back than you are for your chest. Each muscle group is being trained twice a week with the split and has at least 2 days of rest between workouts. Now, a disadvantage of the push-pull leg split is that your arms are always trained after your chest and your back. Whatever is being trained first in a workout is taking the priority. So for example, in a pull workout, you're hitting back first, and then you're hitting biceps. So your biceps don't really get as much focus. Now on push day, you're hitting chest first, and shoulders, and then you do triceps. So your triceps don't get focus either. And so for that reason, the push-pull leg split has more of an emphasis on the chest and back, and your arms could become a lagging body part. My arms have sort of always been a weak part for me, and so that's why at one point in time, I switched from doing the push-pull leg split to the Arnold split. The Arnold split is where you train chest and back on one day, arms and shoulders on the next day, and then legs. So it's kind of similar to a push-pull leg split in the way that it's a 3-day split, and you train 6 days a week. The Arnold split has more of an emphasis on the arms since you get 2 days just to your biceps and your triceps as well as your shoulders. This allows you to hit your biceps and triceps when they're fresh early in the workout, which allows you to prioritize them more if your arms are a lagging muscle group. And technically you're training your arms 4 times a week because you have 2 dedicated arm days, but then you have 2 chest and back days, and on those days, you're sort of also hitting your biceps and your triceps, but not really in an isolated way. Now this could impact your recovery because there's more overlap in your training. For example, you're doing chest and back, let's say you're doing pull-ups, and then the next day you're doing curls, so both days you're hitting biceps. But with the push-pull leg split, there is no overlap. This split is also not the best for doing exercises that hit both the chest and the triceps. So for example, could be exercises like dips or close grip bench. This is because you don't want to be hitting your triceps a lot on chest and back day because you're hitting triceps again the next day for arms and shoulders. But with the push-pull leg split, on push day you're hitting your chest and your triceps, so those compound movements work better on those days. And it's the same case for things like chin-ups as well. Now a disadvantage of the Arnold split is that your chest and your back don't get as much focus because you're hitting them both on the same day. Now after trying so many different splits, including the push-pull leg split, Arnold split, and bro split, as well as other splits, I've came down to one split, which I think kind of has the best of both worlds. And that split is the Arnold PPL. Basically what this split is the first half of the week you're doing chest and back, arms and shoulders, legs, and then instead of repeating that, you do push-pull legs. So it's kind of a combination of both the push-pull leg split as well as the Arnold split, and you're also training 6 days a week. Oh, and by the way, I did not create this split. I first heard about it from Dr. Swole, but I didn't just hear about it and then instantly start doing it. I actually thought about it, and it makes a lot of sense to me. With this split, make sure you start the week with the chest and back, arms and shoulders, legs, half of it, and then you do push-pull legs, rest. The reason for this is because if you start with push-pull legs and then chest and back, arms and shoulders, legs, rest, then you're doing push and then pull. So you're doing pull, legs, chest and back. So you only have 1 day between pull and chest and back for your back to rest. But if you start with chest and back, arms and shoulders, legs, and you rest after push-pull legs, then your back has 2 days of rest. And your chest also has 2 days of rest because you're doing chest and back, and then you have arms and shoulders, legs, and then push. So that's 2 days. With this split, you get the benefit of having a dedicated arm day, whilst also having the benefits of the push-pull leg split, where you get to focus on your chest and your back on separate days. I would recommend this split as more of an advanced split or maybe intermediate. On your rest day, you can train things like abs, neck, or forearms. This is the split that I'm doing right now at the moment, and honestly, who knows, I might change my split again, because in the past I've hopped around from various splits a lot. Now, I'm not saying this is the best split because everybody's different and different splits work better for different people. One split that I think could be better than this one is a split with a rotating schedule. These splits usually allow for better recovery as well as better training frequency. But for me, I like to have my workouts on set days of the week, especially since I train Muay Thai on Saturdays, and I want that to be my rest day every single week. Now keep in mind, this is for mostly intermediate and advanced lifters, although in the future I might have a video for beginner splits. But anyways, that's all I have to say for this video, and let me know in the comments what you think of the split and if you've tried it before and if it worked for you or not. I'll see you later.